we lost. I've done it twice. We did great the first time, 2016. We did much better the second time, like not even close. And it was rigged. It was rigged.
Joining me now is Ruth Ben-Ghiat, professor of history and a scholar of authoritarianism at New York University, and Miles Taylor, former chief of staff at the Department of Homeland Security and author of Blowback, a warning to save democracy from the next Trump. I'm going to start with you, Miles Taylor, because you worked in that administration before you left in clear outrage for what was going on. Do you believe the RNC's spin to NBC News that they're asking people if they believe the 2020 election was rigged just to find out what they know about election laws?
No, Joy, it's one of the craziest, silliest misdirects I've seen in a long time on this. I think the takeaway here is they are going to implement loyalty tests. This is just the beginning. And that's not speculation. Clearly, we are seeing it happen. But years ago, Trump officials were telling me that served with me that this was the plan for a second term. One of his senior folks that oversaw presidential personnel at the White House told me they would implement, in his words, and I'll censor this, he said, we are going to make it an effing boot camp for people who want to serve in a second term. And I said, well, what do you mean? And he specifically delineated how they were looking into companies that could do deeper social media searches into candidates' backgrounds, find out more about them. They were even looking at ways to scan people's music that they listen to see what their political leanings are. And if you think I'm crazy for saying that, Olivia Troy has come out publicly and said she was warned that listening to Taylor Swift was potentially going to get her fired because it showed that she was a liberal. But I'll take it one step further into Donald Trump's office itself. Why? Because Donald Trump wanted to wiretap staff while I was in the administration because he was worried they weren't loyal enough. It was something that he said to John Kelly, and John Kelly shot down the idea because he knew that this would patently be illegal for Trump to try to find a way to wiretap his staff. Now, people wrote it off as, well, maybe Trump is just saying he wants to find people who are illegally leaking classified information. Come on, you're kidding me. He wanted to wiretap staff to make sure they were loyal. This man, if he is president again, will implement those loyalty tests up and down the stack.
No,